diversity is the platform for the strengths.
So diversity is a temporary condition to eventually get to excellence, right?
I guess temporary.
Because if you have really bad food poison food and really good food, the good food is going to win out. So it's not the diversity of food, it's the competition of it. Maybe.
The U.S. was founded on freedom.
Hold on. We overplay the liberal part of our founding. There was a liberal part of our founding and a conservative part of our founding. And we have forgotten the conservative part. The conservative part about preservation, separation of powers, and preserving a republic. The liberal parts are the Enlightenment, speech, advancement, and that's part of it.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are good. Guys, we're going to be reacting to should English be the official language of the US? Charlie Kirk versus college student. Guys, let's go right down to this.
You don't want any immigrants speaking other languages, or you just want
no? I want the government to have an official language of the U.S. Our documents are written in English.
So what's the issue with there not being an official?
Because a nation of foreigners is not a nation; it's a colony. You're foreign to one another.
Well, that kind of goes against capitalist ideas, though.
Why?
That's all diverse. In a capitalist society, you want a free market with free choices.
Yeah, but the best ideas win. So the diversity is not the strength; the excellence is the strength.
Well, the diversity is the platform for the strengths.
So diversity is a temporary condition to eventually get to excellence, right?
I guess temporary.
Because if you have really bad food poison food and really good food, the good food is going to win out. So it's not the diversity of food, it's the competition of it.
Well, I mean, sure.
Yes. If you have a football team and everyone's calling their own plays, diversity is not the strength of the football team.
Well, that's a lack of leadership and systematic institutions.
I agree. So the question is, what is a country? Is a country a set of laws, traditions, and customs, or is it just a bunch of random people living?
It's a group of people with an established system that share collective ideas and
language.
identity.
And language.
It doesn't have to be language.
Well, language is how we communicate values.
We can communicate in other ways as well.
How?
Google Translate. We can talk in different languages.
That's a little sloppy. So Switzerland has a national language, right? Hungary has a national language. China, Japan. Why do they get a national language and we don't?
Because they're based on different values than the U.S. was.
Maybe.
The U.S. was founded on freedom.
Hold on. We overplay the liberal part of our founding. There was a liberal part of our founding and a conservative part of our founding. And we have forgotten the conservative part. The conservative part about preservation, separation of powers, and preserving a republic. The liberal parts are the Enlightenment, speech, advancement, and that's part of it. But we've completely rewritten our history. It says in the Declaration of Independence, when in the course of human events it becomes necessary for one people to dissolve the political bands that have tied them to another, deriving from the separate equal station of power, the laws of nature and nature's God. The founding fathers were saying that there's a natural law that governs our entire existence. There has to be something that slows down progress for progress' sake.
So you don't think that our society could run efficiently and well if there's not a national language?
No, it's just harder. It's not an impediment, it's just stupid not to do. It's not like a deal breaker, it's just why not do it? It's hurting us. It's unnecessarily hurting us.
Okay guys, so let's I will decide not to talk about the protest, but let's get right down to this. I really have always wondered what is the official language of some certain countries like America, UK, and some other countries. I would say because when you go to China, literally the official language is Chinese, right? Is that their language or that's who they are? But either way, it's like that's what we know it to be. When you come down to let's use African countries for example. When you come down to Nigeria, you could say their official language is, I can't even tell what my official language is. I said, they have different tribes, like they have different states with different tribes, but like the three common tribes are Igbo, Yoruba, and Hausa, which speak Yoruba, Igbo, and Hausa. Don't mind me, I don't know why I find this funny. And also we have like the Nigerian pidgin English, which even if you didn't go to school, you don't know how to speak proper English, you will be able to speak that. Yeah, so we have that. And before you come down to English. And then when you come to Ghana, I think Ghana is like a perfect example. Now, the official speaking language here in Ghana is the Tree language. Literally, even if you don't know how to speak English, like literally almost everybody speaks Tree here. I would say that the people that don't really speak Tree, as to what I heard, probably people from like the northern region. But like most people, like Accra and other regions, they speak Tree. Like literally, you can go to the market. I mean, which day was it? I went to braid my hair, and there was this girl, like there were two girls actually, that the lady called to help us like finish up the braids because it was getting late, and I had like school the next morning. So they didn't know how to speak English. Like their English was so bad, but they were so fluent in their Tree. And I'm like, that's what the lady is a Nigerian, but she speaks Tree. And she's like, that's how it is here. Oh. Tree is like their normal language. Like you don't know how to speak any language. Maybe you don't even know how to speak your tribe, because as you have the Tree, you have your own tribal language. Like people that are from Ewe now, they have their language. The gangs, they have their language. So like minus your own tribal language, Tree is like the general language which everybody should know. Tree is like their English. It's the general language which everybody should know how to speak. So I keep on wondering, like, okay, so places like America and the rest, what is their official language? Would it be English? Because I know that when you go to France, I think their official language there is French. And when you go to Spain, I think the official language there is Spanish. So like, what is the official speaking language for places like America, US? Will it be English? Please put it down in the comment section if you know the answer to that, and don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. I love you guys.